Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of Xbox Live Indie Games. This time we're looking at games that were released during the week of March the 4th to March the 10th, 2012. We got considerably more than we had last time, starting out with Startfighter 29. Not sure if he actually means Starfighter, because that's what it says on the promotional graphic. But in the store and in the game, it's Startfighter. So let's press start. Alright, so here we go. Dual joystick space shooter. Well, at least it's not zombies. We can actually shoot two ways. We can do the dual joystick method, or we can face the enemy and fire missiles, which is a bit more powerful than our gun. But it is a lot harder to actually aim the missiles. Graphics are very simple. As you can see, they kind of look like paper cutouts. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Music is also very simple, not really anything there to note. We kill enemies, we get power-ups. Game controls well, runs smoothly, which you wouldn't think that would be something to really point out, but we have seen some XBLIG games that ran shockingly poor, so that's kind of... that audio was kind of weird right there. Sounded like there was a lot of clipping. But, you know, like I said, considering how poor some XBLIG games have been, when a game is at least competent, that's actually something to take note of on this service. There's really not much to the game. So it seems like a good foundation, a good basis for something more. I don't see much of a reason to buy it as it is, because it doesn't seem like there's really anything more than what you're seeing right now. Get more and more enemies as we continue. I don't know what's with that audio, though. It sounds like there's a bit of an audio bug where sometimes, even though the audio is not the loudest, sometimes it sounds like some of the sound effects are clipping. And I don't mean that's because it's being played too loud over the Xbox. I think that maybe that's just how the sound effect actually is. So yeah, I mean, if the developer of this game wanted to try to make something a bit more in-depth, a bit larger scope with this as a basis, probably will not be so bad, because what he has here works. It's competent. I don't see any problems with it. Just that there's really not enough here for me to really spend my time with it. But we have about a minute left on that trial time limit, so let's see if we can at least run out the clock. But yeah, another game where it imposes its own time limit instead of the built-in XBLIG time limit. I never really get that. I mean, for most developers, you'd think that the 8 or 9 minute time limit... Oh, hold on. Yeah, that looks like a boss. You would think that time limit would be very constricting. I remember the developer of Cthulhu Saves the World complaining about that. But it seems like for some XBLIG developers, it's actually too long. Let's see if I can take out this wave before we hit the time. Oh. Another one. Nah, it looks like I'm not gonna do it before we reach the time. At least I blew him up. And that's game over for us. That's Startfighter 2.9. I mean, it's not bad. It's just there's not enough there for me to really want to look into it further. But I do think the developer has a good basis, and I would like to see more from this developer, perhaps to try to make something bigger in scope. But that's Startfighter 2.9. Next up is TurboRocket 4. We've looked at TurboRocket games before. I'm pretty sure we looked at 2. And I know I played the demo for 3, but I'm not sure if I did a video of that. Nope. Well, not purchased the game. Tricky putting that as the first option. You want to start trial game. This series is kind of odd to me because it's pretty much exactly the previous game.
Missile.
Well, that voice sample wasn't in the previous game. But I remember with TurboRocket 2 and 3, it played exactly like this. It looked exactly like this.
Rapid fire.
I don't think this audio was in the previous game, so I think what the developer might be doing is making incremental adjustments and improvements to the game and then selling them as sequels.
Rapid fire.
Which I guess... I mean, I guess if the game is only $1, is that really such a big deal? I don't know. But it seems kind of weird saying that this is the 4th game in the TurboRocket series when it's pretty much the same game. But if you don't remember the last time we looked at this, basically the idea was we have 2 different types of ships we can use. I preferred this one, the one that looked like the Atlas Sphere from American Gladiators. We want to avoid hitting the walls because that'll kill us. The shots the enemies fire don't seem to kill us, but rather push us into the walls. And the objective is to kill all enemies in the level.
Rapid fire.
And my opinion on this game is, I mean, it's the same thing as the opinion I had when I played the previous TurboRocket games. It's not really bad, it's just plain. Not much here. I mean, the environments look okay. Those polygonal walls that we see going on, that's not bad. You run smoothly, so great. I'm just not feeling very compelled to play this. Alright, we go on to the next level.
Fire.
Different configuration, but basically the same thing. We have some different enemies that seem to fade in and out of the background. That's really all there is to the latest TurboRocket. I think, as far as I can tell, it seems like the biggest addition is the audio, because like I said, I don't remember that the last time. And probably the levels are new, but the gameplay is exactly the same, and there just doesn't seem to be a whole lot different here, and if you weren't interested in the previous TurboRockets, you probably won't be interested in this one. So that's TurboRocket 4. Next up is Iron Core 4. And I think I did play one of the previous Iron Cores, because this does seem pretty familiar. So, overhead view, space game. There's alien ships flying in, we're shooting at them. We get power-ups so we can do special attacks like that. Like the previous space games we've looked at so far, again, run smoothly, controls fine. Nothing... They're not XBLIG bad or anything like that. So, they're competent so far. Yeah, we get these different colored power-ups that correspond to the colored buttons. Pretty sure I did play a previous one of these. thing I don't like about the controls for this is that I fire my normal weapon by tapping the R trigger. I don't hold it down, because there's no rapid fire. I tap it, I keep tapping it repeatedly to fire, and I don't like using the R button, a trigger, in that way. I don't think it's really meant for that. So you can see it's a very old school styled space shooter. I don't think there's really anything else to really say about it. Yeah, so I guess this is the fourth one of these to be released on XBLIG. I mean, if you're looking for an old-style space shooter, you could do much worse than this. Much like the other games we've just seen this week, it's not like it's doing anything wrong, it just doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot. Now, hold on, got a boss here. Well, let's at least try to beat the boss before we finish this demo. That red power-up? What does that do? Okay. Well, I lost my shield. I got hit and lost it. It's just my own personal preference, but if you're gonna make an old-style game like this with simple sprites, it probably would look better to do, you know, kind of low-res, blocky sprites. At least I think that look is more fitting. That, like, the higher quality, the higher resolution sprites you have, the more expectation there is for a higher quality of animation. And it seems kind of out of place to have high-resolution sprites with low animation, or at least that's just my opinion of that. Got another power-up coming my way. The blue one is not that great, but looks like we're almost finished off the boss. There we go. And with that, the new wave of enemies comes in. Okay, so that's Iron Core 4. Like I said, not bad, but it's not doing that much to make me want to play it, so there you go, that's Iron Core 4. Welcome to Redshift, another space shooter. Quite a few of them this week. Here's the tutorial. The look of this game is kind of familiar. I'm trying to remember what the game is that this is reminding me of, but maybe you know. I'm remembering a freeware game for PC that looked like this, except it was green. I can't remember the name of it, but it was very wireframey. It looked like this. We'll see if it plays the same way. There do seem to be mechanical differences. It seems that the focus of this game is it wants to be a bullet hell, as it's focusing on telling us to focus on the location of our ship, to watch our ship instead of the enemy. Just keep firing while we make sure that the enemy's bullets don't hit us, because there will be a lot of them, and... oh, okay, there we go. And we have this this time stop mechanic, like that. And that's what our redshift meter does. Slows us down too. Alright. When our redshift meter is full, we can use that to activate a bomb. Like so. The time slow seems like that might be a bit more useful than a bomb. But we'll see, I suppose. Game's pretty slick looking so far. I kind of like the wireframe look. Alright, so we can see that our bomb can destroy the shots of other enemies. And that is the end of the tutorial. Let's see what the actual game's like. Alright, I'm doing poorly already. I lost a life in the tutorial. Lost another one right off the bat. Oh. Can't believe okay. I mean, this seems pretty well made so far, even if I'm no good at bullet hell. Alright, boss is approaching. Let's see what the boss is like. Boss is pretty much like everything else so far. Oh, game over. Let's continue. Let's try to use a little time stop here for that burst that he does. The rest of those I can dodge, but that cluster that he shoots at there, time slowdown is pretty useful to avoid that. Yep, seems like the pattern got the pattern down pretty well so far. Yeah, so like I said, whoop, hold on. Second phase, I guess. Wasn't expecting that. This seems pretty well made so far. It's enjoyable, and the time slowdown mechanic is interesting. Presentation is pretty nice. I mean, it's simple, but the whole red wireframe look they have going on is pretty nice looking. Alright, he's almost down. Let's see if he has a third phase. Yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, that's what those boxes next to his health represent. Alright, well, if that's the pattern that he's using, that shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to dodge that just fine without needing to slow down time. So if that's the case. Yeah, that bomb did a lot of damage. And that's the end of the boss. So, I mean, this seems okay. So far, okay, that's the end of the demo. So far, the games we've seen on XBLIG this week have been considerably better than what we see on a lot of weeks. So we'll see if that continues. But that's Redshift. It seems alright, you know, seems like a pretty good space shooter, a bullet hell shooter, which is a bit different than the other space shooters we just looked at. This is the only one that was really trying to be bullet hell. And it seems like it's alright in that respect. And it says there are 999 levels, so I guess a lot of content. And it controls fine. Seems pretty good. Good presentation. So try that out, perhaps. That's Redshift. Next up is Arg Aliens. Arg Aliens. That's what is next. Alright, so this is kind of odd. Okay, so this is basically how it goes. We're in the city. That's us in the upper left, that UFO. We can move our viewpoint to take a look around the city, though we don't really have a free viewpoint, and I died. This camera control is real weird. It's really weird. I don't really get it. Okay, so that's a passable viewpoint. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. We're gonna move our guy, our UFO, up to this guy in this building and try not to crash. And we kidnapped them. We abducted that person. See, it's real easy to die. Let me demonstrate. I died. In order to not die, we have to land very, very softly. Okay. Level didn't end, so perhaps there's some... Okay, yeah, there's someone else on the right side. Now, there's some orbs on top of some buildings. That's fuel, which our fuel's going down. Okay, I got that. Our fuel continues to go down as we fly around, and I died. Let's try that again. I like the background, that pasted skybox. Die very easily. Okay. And I died again. So this is a quality production, as you can see. It's okay, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's not good. I can't really say anything good about this game, and I try to. I do try to, really. Some weeks I'm not in a great mood, but I usually do try to come up with good things to say about the games that I'm playing here. This one, I cannot think of anything. So, you know, this is the part where I'd probably say, if you're looking for blank, perhaps give this game a try. I can't think of anything to say. I can't think of something to fill in that blank with. If you feel like being frustrated and playing a bad game, then give Arg Aliens a try. Or if you feel like playing a joke on someone, tell them to try playing this game. You know, maybe that's what this is for. I'm not sure what this is for, because it can't be like an XBLIG cash-in, because there are no zombies, and it's not Minecraft, so what's this for? Who's it for? I don't know. But, there you go, Arg Aliens. Arg indeed. Next up is Astral. It's, kind of... maybe a competitive puzzle game, maybe you might call it that. Okay, this is what we do. I'm this red planet, the computer's that blue planet, and I want to send out my satellites to this white planet, and I want to infect it with my influence and turn it red like that, and now the blue planet's trying to do the same, but I'm trying... Okay, I got 2 planets infected. Oh no, the blue's starting to turn my red. Hold on, I gotta pump more satellites into it to keep it red. Okay, it's red. Let's try to get that one. Oh no. Blue's trying to infect this one now. So I'm going... Okay, I got a 3rd red. And try to pump satellites into the middle one to keep it red. While I'm doing that, get these guys down here to throw up their satellites up there. And turn that red, and now they're all red. Good. Blue planet was very inefficient in trying to infect any of these. Oh, blue planet's trying to infect my main planet. Audacious. But now everyone is red, and now we are all sending our satellites out to take over Blue Planet and assimilate it into our collective. There we go. Racial genocide has been completed. blue is no more. Only red exists. Blue never existed. It has been wiped from history. Okay, each level is different configurations. And I start with only one red, and he starts with 2 blue. I don't like that. I start with a disadvantage here. Of course, well, blue's not doing anything right now, so that's good for me. Let's see if I can... I don't have a whole lot of satellites here. Good, there we go. Okay, now blue's starting to move. I'm currently trying to get these white planets to turn red. I could try to focus everything on one of the blue worlds, however, to try to take that away from him. Because, yeah, now it's going to be 5-on-5, and I don't know how well this is going to work. So let's see. Let's start trying... Oh, hold on. Yeah, over on the right side of the screen. I was looking on the left. Okay, he has successfully infected my side. Oh no. Yeah, he's taken me over. It seems like that the outcomes of these games are really decided at the beginning. How well you do right at the beginning. He got a better pace going than I did as far as infecting other worlds with his influence. And oh, look at all those satellites on the right side. I have no chance. It doesn't just have to be red and blue, by the way. I have seen levels with green. Why isn't he attacking me? Okay, there he goes. Just end it. I have seen levels with green, so you can have more than 2 sides. I was defeated. But that's pretty much what Astral is. It's interesting. I haven't really seen anything like that, quite like it before. I think you can probably do multiplayer, right? Let's just see. Because it seems like it would be more interesting with multiplayer. No, actually, I don't see any multiplayer option. Well, maybe I just don't see it. But, yeah, okay, there you go. You can see the green world right there. So you can have up to 3, I think up to 3 sides. I don't know if you can have more than that. But it gets more interesting, I think, when you do have 3 different colors, because now it's not just one-on-one, but you have 3 different sides trying to screw each other over. I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of surprised that there doesn't seem to be multiplayer, because it seems like that's what this game would really shine in, if you had multiplayer and you had 3 different people all playing at once. It's not bad, though. It seems interesting. I don't know how long the premise can keep going without getting stale, but I thought it was pretty interesting, and the presentation's nice. So, yeah, if you're looking for a puzzle game where you're basically competing with an AI, this really wasn't too bad. It's kind of samey from level to level, not too much variety, but you saw what it's like. And if that seemed appealing, well, it seems pretty well made. That's Astral. Next up is Brittle. It's another sort of a puzzle game. Kind of odd. Basically, you have this meter on the right side, and you move around on this path. Each step you take fills up the meter, but it also puts cracks in the ground. If you walk over a piece of ground enough times, it will break, like that. But I managed to fill up the meter before everything broke, so I won. Now, in this one, there's an enemy, that sort of spinning cross. Basically, what that guy's going to do is he's going to block me. See, I can't go to the left right now because he's there. So I have to try to get him out of my way. So I broke that. He can't follow me. He has to go back up the other way. But if I go back this way, I can break that, and now he can't reach me. I am free to just go wherever I want, which is not too many places. Let's see if I can fill this up before. No. Just lost. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. Like I said, I'm trying to fill up that meter before I run out of places to walk to. And I think I see what my mistake was there. Well, I have enough now. Yes. I don't know if there's really too much else to say about this game besides what you're seeing right now. I haven't seen anything quite like it, but I don't know if it's really all that interesting. Next up is Craftimals, Build to the Sun. We can select our own Craftimal. We have bear, we have raccoon, we have pig, we have tiger, I suppose. We have frog with crown. I think we'll go with frog with crown. Alright, so what's this game all about? Where we touch the wheelbarrow to pick up blocks, we put the blocks down, like that. We can jump on top. Oh, and there's a checkerboard line up there. It says we can change the color of blocks. I have not seen a reason to do that, though. We can also delete blocks, like that. After you use 3 blocks, we have to get more. We have to get more blocks. And we can put the blocks down in order to start climbing. Yay, we reached the checkpoint and our carry limit's increased to 10. So we pick up more blocks, and we continue on. Why not? So as you can see, it's 2D, side-scrolling perspective. We're putting down our own platforms, and we're jumping on them. Hey, there's a cloud up there. That's something, right? And I'm out of blocks. Down we go. We saw that checkpoint line right up there. Back up we go. We're having some fun now. The sky's changing color. You know, that's something. We got a new hat. Look at that hat. That's a great hat. Hats are great rewards. That's what we've learned from Valve. So I suppose as we continue on playing through the game, we will continue to get new hats. As we continue to climb. Put more blocks down. And I assume that we're going to climb our way up to the game pretty soon. It's got to be up there, right? Back down for more blocks. We're having some fun now, aren't we? Well, it's a lot more fun with the hat. Sure is a lot going on in that background. Okay. Continue our ascent. Oh, hold on. I see a checkpoint. I see a checkpoint. I need more blocks. I need more blocks to reach the checkpoint. I got some more blocks. Back up we go. To the fun is where we're going. Our destination is fun. Alright, here we go. And what's going to happen when we hit that checkpoint? New colors. Oh yeah, there's purple and red, pink. Got red blocks. And we're out of blocks. We need to go back down to get more blocks. I don't know what kind of game this is. I don't know if there's actually a game when we reach the top. Maybe there is. Maybe it's great, but it's kind of taken us a while to get up there, and I don't think I want to do this anymore. So that's Craftimals Built to the Sun. I have no idea what kind of game this is supposed to be, or what kind of game is it? Is it a game? I'm not. Maybe. I'm not sure. Why is this here?